Hello, lovelies! It's another installment of Kettler Kitchen. We've gone and delved into a new cookbook. This week, we jumped into Alton Brown's Everyday Cook. This time, it's personal. You can find a link to buy the book in the description box below. As for the recipe, we're going back to Maine's. David chose chicken piccata, and man, am I ever so glad he did. On that note, let's start cooking. First off, we're going to get our sauce ingredients together, and we're going to combine the white wine, chicken broth, and lemon juice into a measuring cup and set aside. Now we're going to season the thighs by putting salt and pepper on both sides. To bread the chicken, place flour in a gallon freezer bag and add one thigh to the bag. Seal and shake to coat. Then open the bag just enough to allow the air out. Place a thigh on a sturdy counter or cutting board and flatten that sucker out with a meat pounder. Flipping the bag once during the process until the thigh is about a 1/4 inch thick. Remove to a plate and repeat with the rest of the thighs. On a side note, Dave and I would like to point out that unless you have your chicken thigh in the middle of your freezer bag, you are most likely going to rupture said freezer bag and have to cover it with another freezer bag, which we did several times. So make sure you do not have your chicken all the way in the end where the flour is. You want to make sure that you have your chicken nice and flat in the middle of the freezer bag so that all the air isn't captured in one spot and makes the freezer bag explode. Using a 12-inch straight-sided sauté pan with a tight-fitting lid over high heat, have it there for 1 minute. Then add 1 tablespoon each of butter and oil to the pan. When the butter just stops bubbling, carefully add 4 of the thighs. Cook gently, shaking the pan for 90 seconds, then flip and repeat for another 90 seconds. Remove the chicken from the pan, add another tablespoon each of butter and oil, and when the butter is melted, add the remaining 4 thighs and cook as before. Remove the chicken from the pan and immediately add the mushrooms and the remaining 1 teaspoon of salt. Toss or stir to sauté for 2 minutes or until the mushrooms start to turn golden on the cooked sides. Stir the mushrooms out to the circumference of the pan and add the capers right into the middle. Stir, cooking for another 1 minute. Add the chicken back to the pan and reduce the heat to low. Distribute the lemon slices across the top of the chicken, add the wine mixture and slap on the lid. Braise lessly for 5 to 7 minutes until the chicken is cut with fork tender. Evacuate the thighs, discarding the lemon slices atop, to a serving platter. Increase the heat to high and add the remaining tablespoon of butter to the sauce. Boil gently, stirring constantly until it reaches sauce consistency, about 30 seconds, then pour it over the chicken. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Click the like button below, and if you really like us, subscribe as well. We try to put up a food post every Monday and drink post on Thursdays. Check out the description box below where you can find us, besides here.